Hi, I'm Melissa Mock-Wagoner.
I'm Peter Mock-Wagoner, relation.
And we're excited to talk to you today about giving to the church and just a little bit about our story and how we came to St. Boniface. So it's actually kind of, we came here by chance in some ways because about a year and a half ago we missed all the morning masses in the parishes kind of around our area in Carroll Gardens, and so we were looking for a evening mass on a Sunday evening and kind of happened upon St. Boniface. If I remember right, the mass was held in the little room outside of the main chapel, and so we ended up staying at St. Boniface because I remember that mass we were really touched in some ways by the homily that Father Mark gave. I can't remember the specifics of it, but I think we really sensed a lot of authenticity and sincerity from Father Mark, and just kind of felt within the parish just kind of like a very sincere love of Christ and love of people. And so we kept going, and shortly after I joined RCIA, I come from a Protestant background and had for a while been thinking about becoming Catholic. Peter had taught me a lot about it, and I'd done my own reading on what it means to be Catholic versus Protestant, and was really drawn to the church. And so I started RCA last fall, and was really glad to do it in a church that would become our church home. One thing I learned through the class was a little bit more about the Oratory church, and I believe Father Dennis gave a talk on just kind of the history about he and Father Mark and Father Michael and just others started it a while back. And one thing I took away was I remember how he talked about the way that they were formed. They had to kind of, they were able to get some independence from the greater Catholic Church, but in order to do that, they were giving up kind of like some financial support, and we're kind of venturing out into getting that support on their own. I'm not going to go into specifics because I don't remember, and I'll probably butcher it, but I'm sure if you want to learn more, they'd be open to tell you. But I was impressed by that because I learned a lot about how they're good stewards of like the money they had. I know with the construction that's happening and just kind of some investments, they're really doing the rest to generate money and sustain the church financially. But also a big part of that is us giving, since they don't have another source of income. And so that was impressed upon me and kind of led me to ensure to give monthly.
Hi, I'm Peter. So like Melissa mentioned, she went through RCIA, and I was her sponsor. And then this fall, a few months ago, we got married. And it was a really wonderful experience, despite being, it was a little bit bittersweet, of course, getting married in 2020. But Father Mark really made us feel at home. You know, what went from, we thought would be a strange ceremony without having family and friends there, just became a really intimate mass. And that same instant connection we had with the church, you know, carried throughout that ceremony, became really, really special to us. So, like Melissa mentioned, I want to talk to you about giving to the church. And there's two things I want to mention there. One is a trick that we've done in our relationship, which has been really nice, which is whenever a special event happens, we sometimes give to the church as a little way of saying thank you. And I've sometimes heard people say that the best time to give is whenever you have a change in your life. So you're starting a new job, you're moving. When pieces are moving around, that's the easiest time to find a place to put a new piece. So either maybe when some special event happens you want to say thank you for, think about giving to the church. Or if for some reason in 2020 you find yourself going through a change, when you are figuring out how those pieces come back together, maybe think about including the church as one of those pieces. One way we've done that is through the Pushpay, which is really fantastic because you just set it up, set it and forget it like a rotisserie chicken. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.